Alright. So, I am back. Oh, this guy has something to say. Other lives are key to Lambda's defense. Make sure they're ready to deploy at a moment's notice. I know, I know. Sparks, chill out a bit. Other lives. Okay, talk to you. Have you come to have a nose around this as well? What are you talking about? So you didn't come to look at the sensor I've developed. What does it do exactly? It reacts to enemy signatures. This little thing's indispensable for putting on a nice show of defensive power without having to rely on auto-levs. It enables you to spot enemies without expending manpower. Very clever. I really want to get them installed all over the place. I don't suppose you'd be up for helping. Us? Are you sure we can touch them? It won't think we're enemies? No need to worry on that front. They can tell the difference. So it's a bit like Kitty's auto-lev, yeah? Yeah, go on then. We'll help you out. Great. So the first installation needs doing on the old cliffside way, shall we? Warp around because I want to get this done as quickly as I can. I'll get this done as quickly as I can so I can do Izzard's quest. Okay. I remember this not taking too long, but I also remember not liking this quest. I don't know why. There aren't actually many roads between Colony Lambda and Mac the Wildwood, which means that if we don't get people out of here in the event of an attack, we're in trouble. Yes, you need to fortify this point. If anything were to come through here, you'd have a problem. Right, so let's install one of the sensors around here. No sign of any enemies right now. Let's move on to the next. Next port of call is the Orion Tunnels. For some reason I seem to recall, I think these sensors get like attacked and I have to go and beat enemies around them. I remember this taking longer than you'd think it would. Turkin grass. Make sure the screen isn't tearing. This looks like another place enemy soldiers would like. Installing it right inside the tunnels might not be the best idea. Agreed. It'd be more beneficial here where Lambda could reach it at a moment's notice. Around here, yeah. And that's all in place. Is there anywhere else you want to put one? Let me see. Hold up. Isn't there a waterway around here? There is, but why? It's just that we came out from over there, so what's to stop the enemies from doing the same? Yeah, good point. Let's go and put one up over there then. Alright. Although I don't think I actually get the ability to jump in the water yet. I think I have to go over here before I can jump in the water. No, because this is going out. Yeah, because I ran in there, okay. Have to grab a bunch of random miscellaneous junk. Because I actually attempted... Whoa. Yeah, sure. Probably not. Shallow, yeah.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, it's probably shallow. Whoopsies. And it puts you at the last waypoint, so... I probably should have just done this from the beginning. Here? Yeah, here should be okay. If they come via the waterways, it's better to focus on the shoals rather than where the water's deep. In which case, this looks like a suitable place. There are autolevs nearby too, so yes, this seems like a no-brainer. And lo, our tactician has spoken. What? Surely this is blindingly obvious. That is decided. Here it shall go. Piece of technology in the water, and that's all of them. Now you could just keep an eye on them regularly, or you just need to keep an eye on them regularly. Colony Lambda's invested so much in defense that... Oh, got a message coming in. Oh, yeah, I hear you. And that's on the old cliffside way? What's happened? Just a little wrinkle. They want me to go up to the old cliffside way. Is the sensor okay? Not sure. That's what I'm hoping to find out. We'll go with you. We've already come this far. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, like I think I now have to go back and look at all the sensors because they're being accosted or something. Okay, talk to Tonya. Or Tonya. Sarge? Did you install this? Yeah? I'm sure you're aware, but Sergeant Tanya heads an assault troop. They're the best of the best. You cannot put these things up without the requisite approval from the top. I'm sorry about this, but you're gonna have to take them all down. Oh, what? You engineers are always disrupting the system because you just go on ahead and do whatever you please without ever asking. You don't get to get special treatment here. All requests must be made through the proper channels. Well, perhaps. What, you're just gonna back down? You're gonna let her talk to you like that? She's a stickler for the rules, and she doesn't get on with engineering because we work outside those rules. She won't listen to me no matter what I say. But someday Lambda might be glad to have these sensors. Oh, they're useful, I fully agree, and that's exactly why you need to get the proper approvals. Hey now, hold on a minute, Anya. Captain, is there something I can do for you? Captain Roche supervises the troops. Sergeant Tanya reports to him. A request just came in from the engineers. You weren't around, so I approved it in your place. If that's your decision, then of course I shan't be the one to gainsay. I'm just trying to make your life easier. Your love of the job is admirable, but your being too rigid is a problem of its own. Captain, you're too soft. If you can't keep the soldiers disciplined, then... My word is final. Anyway, everyone's ticked the right boxes and got the right stamp, so we can all go home. Thanks for that, Captain. Captain, I'm not done yet. I ask that you stay behind. Oof, I think you're taking this a touch too seriously. Is that everything? No.
Is that what I think it is?
Huzzah. A wrinkle in time. Ooh. Sorry about all that. Didn't mean to get you caught up in it as well. If the captain hadn't come along just that moment, the whole project would have been torn down. And that's what happens when you don't get your forms in on time. Even things that the colony needs to have to go through the proper channels, huh? Colony Lambda's ability to enforce order through its regulations has always been one of its strong points. Yet somewhere along the way, it became bogged down in needless protocols. I mean, I get why they have this approval system. It makes it easy to know who's responsible for what. That sort of leadership can even stand against silver colonies in wartime. But now that they've been released from any need to fight, those regulations become shackles, confusing everyone. Colony Lambda standing at a crossroads right now. Should they change or not? I mean, no. You should lax it up a little bit, but you never know when war's gonna break out again. Okay.
Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but something is indeed different. If we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, is it?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest? Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Tyon?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing, but earlier I had a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Izzard here to relax?
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Izzard could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Tyon.
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
Oh boy, Effervescent Heart. This is an odd quest. Okay. I roughly remember how this quest goes. Yeah, you have to talk to a whole bunch. Yeah. You have to talk to like a smattering of people. Okay. Now. Oh. Alright. Time to do Effervescent Heart. At least attempt. I'd like to ask you something. Oh dear, yes? Do you know something called a natural spa? Never thought I'd hear anyone ask about those ever again. Oh, do you know something? Why, yes, of course. People used to talk about spas until the Armus came home. It's a place where you could heal your wounds, warm your spirit, and strengthen bonds with your fellow man. Well, whoa, they did all that. But I've never been to one. You see, in fact, they all dried up decades ago. When they say they all dried up, they don't exist anymore. They're not something you'd find just anywhere, and not many here in the city know about them. But there's someone who might. There is. I think if there's anyone who could tell you, it's him. He's called... Give me a minute. We're counting on you, love. If we don't find it, Izzard here's gonna shrivel and die from stress. Come now, it's really not that severe. Yes. Well, it's the man people call the Trivia King. He's got to know what you need. Brilliant, thank you.
So it's somewhere fairly out of the way.
At least people have heard of this natural spa phenomenon.
See, I thought I was gonna accidentally stumble on the right guy first. Or the right one first. Hollis, could we have a moment of your time? What's wrong? There an emergency? We want something called a natural spa. We were hoping you might know where we can get one. Haha, so you want a spa, do you? Do you know something? Sorry. It's just I haven't heard anyone talk about one in a good while. That's a quaint pastime and no mistake, but you know a spa isn't something you can just have. It's a pastime. You mean like a hobby? Long ago, people used to go to great lengths looking for natural spas. Soldiers tired from war would heal their wounds with their help, then come out ready to fight again. I guess you'd say a spa is something you immerse in. It warms your core, and soon enough you're better, so our records say. The more we hear about this, the stranger it sounds. You soak your body and it heals. Right. Though I'm sorry to say, over however many decades, they've all but disappeared. They can disappear. Yep, you can go looking for one, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope if I were you. This has been a great help. Thank you kindly.
Didn't expect you to get so fired up.
Discovering the unknown serves as a good motivator.
Alright. Last person. Boomer. Excuse me, sir, I'd like to ask you a question. Eh? What's that? We're looking for something called a natural spa. Natural spa, eh? Never seen such bounties of nature with my own eyes, I'm sorry to say. Bounties of nature. Don't you know even that? I guess you young'uns only know what you know. But if you ask around among folk my age, you should find someone who can tell you all about them. In fact, someone I knew once used to go searching for spas, but they're in elusive spots never to be found. Spots like... well, you'd hear about them being in a forest or under a cliff or deep in some cave, but nobody can ever find them. I see. Hang on, maybe the old man's been to one. No, maybe he's dead? Don't see him around these days. Might be dead. Okay then, thanks. Sorry to bother you. Sorry I couldn't be more help. No, you've helped a lot. Let's go.
The more I hear about these natural spas, the more curious I become.
Okay, time to go talk about it. Talking about moving. I feel like the music in this area is a bit too loud.
Yeah, you can't always give 100%.
I definitely feel stronger.
Okay, and now talk. And I've got a lot of quests. Natural spas.
Pick up on stuff.
So, what do we know about natural spas? To summarize, hardly much of anything, except that they can heal and restore you. We didn't get the most concrete info, huh? Nobody's even been to one. Look at this poor Claude. Izzard's so haggard I think we're gonna lose him. Just how do I look to you? One thing's for sure, we're not gonna find one with what we've got so far. We've no clue where one could actually be, like in a forest, under a cliff. Scooting closer to my microphone. Yeah, realistically, we can't just blindly search everywhere. But it does sound kind of cool, right? Just soaking your body in it and somehow healing? Yeah, but soaking in what? It sounds a lot like a bath. It can't just be a bath, right? From the way they talked, I thought the same, but I've never been in a bath that healed my wounds. Maybe it's a question of using the right soap. Sir, I hate to think we've wasted your time, but if we can't come up with any more results... I'm grateful for your concern, but honestly, I've been enjoying myself. We might not find anything after all of our searching, but there's just something in all this talk. Just hearing that gave my heart a much-needed jolt, though that might not be the best way to put it. No, I think you have it right. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't care what happens. Let's keep searching for a little bit longer. Then let's go ask the bloke that people said would know a lot about the spa business. What, that Trivia King guy? Or the supposedly dead guy? The report of his death could still turn out to have been a mite exaggerated. We don't know whether the Trivia King and this dead or not guy are the same person, but it's worth finding out. I know I said it before, but I've certainly saddled you with a tough task. Enough of that. We're giving your spirit a lift and that's all. Or giving a lift and all that. Once we find this natural spa, we'll chuck you right in it. Then you had better really find it. I like Izzard. He's a nice character. Mind you, his introduction in the game's a little mixed, but... okay. Now time to find a way up. Because if I recall correctly, he's up on a ledge. Okay, that's about 20 minutes of searching for a way to get up to this guy. There's a ladder right down there that I didn't see. Whoopsies.
Excuse me, kind sir.
What? A bunch of hoodlums? Trying to gang up on an old man, eh?
No, sir. We are searching for a natural spa.
What did you say?
We're searching...
If it's spas you're asking about, I'm who you need to be talking to.
We are talking to you, mate.
Well then. So you're the kids going around making noise about spas. You think talking to me is the way to get at all my secrets? You might be whippersnappers, but I can respect that kind of grit.
You think he actually knows anything?
I'm wondering.
We heard that there was someone who knew much about spas, but that he had passed away. What did that old codger tell you? I ain't dying anytime soon.
Mind telling us about the spas, then?
When I was young, I used to go around them all, and a lot. There were about 4 of them. The one I liked the most was the Nordal Natural Spa. At the time, my back was killing me, but one dip, and it was healed. Amazing! The odd thing was, it was just a foot bath. I dipped my feet in, and it healed my back. What genius came up with that, eh? I only ever found 4 natural spas, but I also heard rumors of another secret one. I bet it'd do marvels for one's back.
Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back.
Eh?
We want to know where we can find a spa. If there's 4 of them, then you can...
No, they're long gone.
What?
Gone?
You say?
Thanks to kids like you with your wars and whatever, they've been blown up, filled in.
Huh?
Natural spas need water that gushes out of the ground. No gush, no spring. You might find something if you start digging, though.
Dig. That's your advice.
Though in times like these, start digging holes and people will think you're crazy. Well, you certainly turned out to be a font of knowledge. I don't regret this at all.
Don't take it to heart, Tyon. We tried our best. We'll just have to accept the result. We may not have found a natural spa, but the time we spent was still worthwhile.
I suppose, Commander.
You suppose nothing. You should let someone finish when they're talking. There is still the secret spa that I couldn't find. Or, to be more precise, there might be...
What? Really?
I heard this when I was still young, so it might not be too credible. But the rumor goes that there was one in the Brasser geothermal belt. But I couldn't make it. The place was crawling with monsters, inside and out.
So there is hope after all.
Long time ago, lots of people took refuge there. But not one of them came back. That's how dangerous the place is. So, the spa might be there. It might not. That's why I couldn't recommend the place to you.
There we go then. Hey, is it?
Indeed. It might be there, it might not. The more uncertain it sounds, the more it gets me excited.
Weirdo. What if it turns out to be a massive waste of time?
I never thought I'd get so excited at searching for something unknown.
Soak yourself in the spa the way you're getting now, and you're liable to broil yourself to death.
I'll take care. Thank you kindly.
Oh, nearly forgot to tell you. How to properly use the spa. Pin your ears back and listen.
Okay. Now time to go to Condensio. Where was it again? Oh, I know where it is, yeah. I wonder. No, the brightness is normal. I was gonna say, I wonder if that would help with the bright washing, like the whitewashing issue with them having with it. The screen just, the game just looks brighter than it is, because this game is very bright during the day and during like certain sections like this. Okay.
Whoa, check this place out.
If I recall correctly, you can come here a lot earlier, except these creatures, one, are high level, and two...
So there's a spa here.
Quite a point of interest from the look of things.
there's the dangerous, like, death water.
Not your everyday chump.
What do you mean attention? Oh, it's the airdrop.
Totally fine. Not to worry. Just stick to the plan. More of them?
Just don't hit me and I'll be happy.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Won't be a second.
Hey, don't you think there's something
something off about this.
Yeah, a little 90, 95.
Those powers. They're being suppressed.
Oh. I can apparently do a collect a card or whatever.
That's the last one. Hope they appreciate our fine work.
Shall we deal with this?
No.
I'll draw the reinforcements.
No, should not deal with these.
Got a rare doodah right here.
Judging by the trajectory, it must have landed nearby.
Because you can monitor the trajectory from underground, Tyon.
Oops, they found us.
Enemy reinforcements.
Okay,
It's another thing to see it for yourself, eh?
here we go.
So, this is the spa.
So it is just a great big stonking bath.
Looks can be deceiving. They told us it has special properties, remember?
The humidity is insane. Do you think the water's hot?
Huh? Hold it. Something's here.
Seems we're not the first visitors today.
Weapons ready.
Do we have to kill them? They're just enjoying the bath as well. Okay, I want you to... Where... I want to highlight... There we go. Oh. Man, these things are certainly taking their sweet time dying. Right.
Those guys, they healed up something crazy.
Was that an effect of the spa's waters?
Does it matter anymore? Now you can just dive right on in.
Huh? But,
Right. Ready, is it?
As promised, time for us to chuck you in.
Hold up! I don't remember making any...
What? What is the meaning of this? Commander, are you okay?
Other than my heart, I believe I'm quite all right. Thank you.
Just like the old man said, if there's nobody there, it's good manners to jump right in.
Even so, that's not...
However, the water is good.
What does it feel like?
The temperature is very pleasant.
So like I've been saying, it's just a bath.
Look, my wounds are closing as we speak.
wow. So what that man was saying, it wasn't entirely wrong, it looks like.
Yes. Now that I'm in here, I don't think I ever want to leave.
Right, my turn then. Oi, what's wrong with you? Everybody get in.
Huh?
My word, I'm healing in places I didn't even know I had. Aren't you coming in? The water's fine.
But I,
I'm coming back to life. Not that I was dead or anything.
Would I have to strip down?
Oh, right. The old man, he did say there's a proper way for getting in the water.
But I mean, right here.
Hey, guys, where's your sense of culture? Get in already. You don't want it getting cold.
It's perfect for healing your wounds after a grueling battle.
but, Commander...
You can be hopeless. Uni, boot him in already, will ya?
Roger that.
Now wait here a minute, Uni. I never said I was going in! Spark, why did it have to end like this?
Tyon, it's a good experience for you. It wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, now that you ask.
Yeah, taking a dip wasn't bad at all.
Right. All my tiredness is just completely gone.
Did you enjoy your break?
I did. Thanks to you, I feel as if a weight's been lifted from my heart. I believed I was working for the colony, but really I was running myself into the ground.
So it was worth coming here.
It just shows that there's room in any heart to appreciate the finer things. This has given me a lot to think about. At some point, I'll have to bring everyone in the colony here.
If you can make everyone fit. In a space like this, people have to take turns. The lines will get long.
Huh. Then perhaps we need to dig some more holes. We might even discover some new springs.
You're really serious?
Once the fighting ends and people have more free time, then I might give it some serious thought. Digging a few holes shouldn't pose us too much of a challenge. We are miners after all. But wait. If we can discover many more of these spas, we could bring in people from other colonies.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you've caught the spa bug, Izzard.
Times like this are when the commander shines the brightest.
Bet you're glad we helped him, Tyon.
Yes. I think he's going to be an even greater help to us now.
Shall we be off? Our next objective awaits.
Yep, and his classes. When you upgrade their rank or their class or whatnot, when you do their ascension quest, they become the max level for their class. So he's now ranked 20. So that's just how that works. As well as now getting, you know, a couple classes that could be used more. Because right now Zephyr. Is it only Zephyr and Strategos? Are those the only ones I've done? I tried to do this one, but I had to stop because I can't exactly find where the materials are I need. That's going to just be its own part, because I already have a chunk of that recorded, but now I gotta, while I do the other ones, I'm gonna casually go and get that. Oh. Getting more and more done. Man, your interlink is apparently very... You've got a lot of points, rather. Oh yeah, I forgot to show that off. Now that Mio has her Ascension thing done, you can now do a second one. I think it's only... Yeah, it's only for Mio, though. So, doing the main character's Ascension quest is what gets you the power to
Try this out, Mio.
Sure, I'll give it a go.
make these guys stronger. Okay. Where's the one that increases damage based on how much heat he has? Is it down here? Grabs a large bonus damage based on heat. Okay.
You found power.
And I think I'm going to save some points.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
No real clue on what I do with Mio's class, because I haven't really... Like, I don't really use her, interlink all that much.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Hers, I don't remember.
A new power, eh?
Oh, that's already upgraded.
A new power, eh? A new power, eh?
Oh, can you get one more? I think you might. Nope. Unless I'm missing... Yeah, it looks like I'm missing one of hers. Or a couple of hers, rather. Because you can see on the right the little graph that shows you which ones they have. Can't get that one, can't get that one. Can't get that one. This one is
More to add to the playbook.
getting there.
More to add to the playbook. 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 Check out this sick new skill! Check out this sick new skill!
And I believe that's everything for... Nope.
Check out this sick new skill!
And now her. See if I can upgrade Flame Nova.
Whoa, new power. Whoa, new power.
Yeah,
Whoa,
okay.
New power.
Everyone's got there. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.